My name is Rick Fry. I'm the founder of Fluoride Free Northwest Florida. When I first started this, I realized that I was going to have to change the debate because part of this problem has been that the government's been telling you for years that it's fluoride in the water, but that's not what it is. It's hexafluorosilicic acid, which is close, which is a toxic waste byproduct. By now you should know, especially because I've emailed all of you, that the Florida Surgeon General has said that this should be taken out of the water. What I've kind of thought about over the last month or so after I've driven around all over Northwest Florida is like how stupid it is that I have to come to public meetings and say that poison is poisonous. Or the ECUA needs more information that a neurotoxin might cause neurological disorders. Like, I know we live in clown world and everything's backwards, but it's kind of ridiculous that I have to say that. It's poison. It's not a vitamin, it's poison. It's not called neurovitamins. It's dangerous, and it's damaging kids. You don't have the right to medicate people without consent. And it's terrifying that for the last 5 years, citizens have had to come in and say, you're not allowed to medicate people without consent. And then we're still here 5 years later saying the same thing. You can't medicate people without consent. There's not a mother in this town who, if they knew that this stuff was coming from industrial smokestacks and they had a choice between a cavity or brain damage or neurological disorders, they would be like, oh, well, I'd rather have the cavity. You know, like, come on, man, what's easier to fix? You don't need to be a brain surgeon to figure out that it's easier to fix a cavity than it is to fix brain damage. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why do I have to keep coming to these meetings asking for somebody in the city, like the mayor or the city council or the county commissioners, to hold the ECUA accountable? What'd the ECUA do? They canceled their meeting. As soon as the fire came to their doorstep, we don't really have much to talk about next month, so we're just going to cancel the meeting. Because everybody's trying to duck it and everybody's trying to hide from it, while the rest of Florida fixes it over and over again. The mayor of Port Orange just yesterday switched. Now it turned out that he was making money selling water filters that remove fluoride from the water. And then when we caught him doing it, he's like, oh, well, never mind, I changed my mind. Wasn't that weird that they sell filters to get fluoride out of the water, but we purposely put toxins in our water? And citizens like me have to come up here and say, please stop poisoning kids. So, you know, I know like the city council meeting or the county commissioners meeting, I kind of got choked up because I listened to these women who were being battered and beaten, just begging to live in tents. And it reminded me of how this city treats its poorest citizens. And I've been here 10 years before with other iterations of this council just arguing for the right of First Amendment speech. So now I'm just asking you, somebody here to stand up and do something about poisoning children. If they were abusing children and the Surgeon General said stop abusing children, would I be justified in saying stop abusing children? Why is it okay to poison children? Like, please do something.